I look super festive, super red and super bridal today because I think we all know the date that's very soon coming. Yes, it's soon gonna be Karwa Chauth here in India, and I know it's, I think, one of the most important and remarkable days, and it is one of the days where you just want to look your radiant best. You want to be wearing your most beautiful red attired clothes and you want to look like you're glowing from within. And this time of the year always reminds me of, you know, those pavements filled with men sitting with their mehendi cones and girls and ladies lined up to get their mehendi done on their hands. And more than that, the salons, you know, how they are overbooked with people rushing in to get their manicure and pedicure, and most of all getting their facial. But given this time of COVID that we're living in right now, and in the current situation where I think getting your usual services like a wax or a manicure pedicure is probably okay, but getting a facial, at least I'm definitely not vouching and volunteering to get one of those, at least for now, because it's too close to my face and I don't want to take that risk. But does that mean that you can't be glowing this Karwa Chauth? Not at all. If you guys get to know the products that I am going to talk about today, which are my most loved, my most trusted and my most used face mask that I rely on when I can't get a facial or when I can't get one of those, you know, glowing massages that I would want, these are the ones that I rely on. And if you guys have these, which are so easily available at your local cosmetic store, or you can order them online, you can be glowing too on this Karwa Chauth. So if you guys want to know what those products are, then let's get started. So the first face mask that I have to share with you guys and talk about today is this one from Jovi's. It is the Bridal Brightening Face Mask. And I talked about this in one of my previous videos where I talk about some of the very inexpensive and desi products that I've been loving. If you guys haven't watched that video, I'm going to link it somewhere here on the screen. Oh my god, this face mask, I did mention this in that video as well, that this was in fact the first face mask that I tried and I bought during my first Karwa Chauth when I was engaged to my current husband Rishabh. And I ended up buying this when the sales girl at the store just managed to convince me of how, you know, this is going to do a great job of, you know, making my skin to glow. And it was a similar situation where I didn't have the time to get a facial because I didn't have the time to go to a salon, and I was rushing to leave for, you know, coming down to this city. And I got my hands on this the previous night, just the night before Karwa Chauth. And oh my god, this face mask, this is easily my 10th or 12th tube that I'm using, and I have multiples of it in stock even right now. If you guys are looking for a good face mask that does not dry out your skin, and also if you are someone who is sensitive to using face masks on your skin, because my skin is dry but my skin is also sensitive, and I do have to keep a watch out on the products that I apply and leave on my skin, because sometimes there are products that just react in a very different way. But this one is a very safe product to use for sensitive skin because it's made up of very herbal ingredients. If I read out a few ingredients, it has some of the ingredients like turmeric powder, it has olive oil, and it also has chickpea flour. And these are some of the very good and known products that we even use in our regular DIYs at home to get, you know, beautiful glowing skin. If you want to do like a massage, if you want to use an exfoliator mixed with yogurt and all of that, these are the products that you do use also in our household. So this is a very nice concoction made into this form of a face mask that comes from Jovi's. Absolutely 100% recommended and very decently priced. If you are looking out for a good face mask that is going to give you like an instant glow within just one use, just try out this one from Jovi's. I absolutely love it. My next face mask that I have to share with you guys today is this one from Biotique. It is the Bio Morning Nectar Visibly Flawless Face Pack. If you guys have not tried out the Morning Nectar range from Biotique, first of all, it's definitely a must recommended range. All the products in the Morning Nectar range are extremely nice and very suited for sensitive skin and also for dry skin. And this face mask, I in fact did not know that there was even a face mask available in the Morning Nectar range, because I have tried out the products from time to time. But again, I think Biotique is again one brand which is not talked about as much, and it is one of those brands when you feel like, you know, I mean, why would I buy a Biotique product? Why would I buy a moisturizer from Biotique, and what good it's going to do? But oh my god, this is again a very good face mask for dry skin, for sensitive skin. Even if you have oily skin, I think this is going to suit your skin really well. It has a very creamy and very like a moussey texture. I'm going to show a little bit on my hand over here, and you guys can see it has a very like creamy, thin, lightweight formulation. So even after applying on your face, it does not dry out to the point that it's going to make your skin like parched. And in fact, all the face masks that I'm talking about, these are like my top 3 face masks that I always go back to and I reach out to time, because I don't like my face to get super dry after using a face mask, which does happen after using a lot of face masks on a regular basis. And given the current season that we're approaching, with the winters approaching, you don't want your face mask to dry out the hydration out of your skin. So all these face masks are extremely effective, but also very hydrating and moisturizing on the skin. And especially this one from Biotique, I really like the smell. Oh my god, it's amazing. You guys know I have a thing for good fragrance in my products in general, but even if you do not mind a little bit of fragrance and smell, you have to try out this one from Biotique if you want a good face mask that is very creamy, does not dry out your skin, and does definitely give you a glow from within. And finally, my third face mask out of the top 3 face masks that I have for you guys today, and this is my most favorite out of all the face masks. Before I talk about the face mask, I just want to say that yes, it is going to be a little bit on the pricier side, because this one is from the brand Forest Essentials, and I'm talking about the Mysore Sandalwood Nagisar facial treatment mask. Now, I know a lot of people do not really like buying products that are especially masks and like face washes and things that you kind of have to wash off, and it's not going to be something that you keep your face applied on, whether it comes to a color cosmetic product or a complexion product. And I myself did feel that pinch when I bought the first tub, because of course it is priced at a little bit of a higher range. I think the price is around somewhere around 1795 to 2000. I'm not sure of the current price of it right now, but it is a little bit on the expensive side. But it is definitely one of the most effective face masks that I've used in the longest time. And this is not to say that this competes with the other 2 that I've talked about. I do use them as well, but I think this works at a very different level altogether, in the way that it almost feels like how you might have just applied like raw sandalwood that you might have ground it with water, like how we used to do in our olden days. And I remember as a kid how my nanny and my mother used to make these face masks for me at home, when she would just directly grind the sandalwood like log and a small piece of wood with water and just mix a little bit of haldi and honey in it and let me apply it on my face. This actually reminds me of that. This is effective to such a point that I think when the first time I tried it, I was just almost like blown back with the way my skin felt. It was not just about the glow and like the radiance that I'm talking about, but in the way my skin felt and in the way like my skin behaved for the remaining like next couple of days. Even with makeup on, even without the makeup, I was asked like by a lot of people that what is it that I have on my face? Did I do something to my skin? So I definitely love this face mask a lot. This definitely has a very like, I think a very strong sandalwood smell, which is something that I personally love, because I love sandalwood in general. But if you guys want to probably test out the product before you buy it, you can probably visit a Forest Essentials store and you can smell the product. You can test it on your hand and see how it feels. This also has a very, I would say like a clay texture. I'm going to take out a little bit in my hand, and the color is a very like multani mitti kind of a sandalwoody color, and this has a very clayey texture, so it kind of leaves a very like a creamy texture all over your face, to the point that it does not dry out your skin, but at the same time it feels very effective in the way that it's going to just make your skin like look very taut, very refreshed, and it's like you've drank like tons and tons of water and you'd have had all that hours of sleep that you're probably lagging on. So I love this face mask so much. This is easily, I think, my third or fourth tub, and a little bit of this does last a long way, so you don't need to like use up a lot of product in one go. But in my case, I have multiples of this in stock, and in fact hidden is because in fact Rishabh is someone who uses this face mask a lot along with me, and the minute I have one tub of this lying in the bathroom, within I think a week or two, there is almost half of it gone. So I have to kind of refrain from making him use this, and I have to kind of keep it in a very clandestine manner in the bathroom or wherever I'm storing it. But yes, this is definitely one of my most loved and most used face masks for that extra glow and that extra radiant skin that I want whenever I can't get a facial done. And if you guys are looking out for a good face mask that you just want to make you feel like it feels luxurious, you feel like you've been pampered, but you also feel like you've had something that has worked so effectively on your skin, try this one from Forest Essentials. It's definitely worth your money. And that's a wrap for this small and sweet video that I've kept for this time of the year for Karwa Chauth, and I didn't want it to be too long, and I just wanted to talk about my top 3 face masks that you guys can reach out to, use, try out, experience, and not just for Karwa Chauth, but I think for all festivities that are coming around in the coming weeks. I think these are the face masks that are going to save you, and you don't have to try and make it work with just good makeup. You definitely can have good and beautiful glowing skin. If you guys found this video helpful and useful, make sure that you thumbs up this video, and if you guys are loving the content of my channel, then make sure that you subscribe and also hit the notifications bell if you don't want to miss any of my Monday uploads. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Have a great week ahead and a very happy Karwa Chauth to all my girls and all my ladies out there. I'll see you guys soon. Take care, stay safe, bye.